Episode 8 of Pokemon Horizon Review. Let's go! This was actually a very interesting episode. I really liked it. Okay, I'm surprised we're immediately just... I mean, I knew it from the preview, but I'm just surprised that immediately as soon as we get into Area Zero, we're already seeing the Paradox Pokemon. Like, Roy fought a Sandyshocks, and for a split second, I thought he was going to catch it, but then at the same time, I was like, I don't know about that. So, but it was close, right? It was definitely, if I had seen this and I had heard about it, well, I probably wouldn't have guessed it. I predicted the Sango catching the Screamtail thing, which, spoilers if you haven't watched the episode, which at this point you should have seen it, 'cause it's like a month old, I think. I don't know how long ago this episode came out. But anyways, I felt like there was something, but I felt like there was a potential, but there was something, there was just something with the Sandyshocks. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to come back later. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, and maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But I have a suspicious feeling that maybe the Sandyshocks is going to show up again in the future. We got the again, Freed. Listen, I know Freed is no longer like the bodyguard character because now the kids are more mature, they're stronger. So he doesn't really need to be always like looking out for them. But boy, at least it looked back behind you to notice that the 3 kids you're escorting are there, right? Because him and Briar just, like, it literally felt like it's Freed and Briar on a date over here chilling, you know, just walking around talking to each other. And then the kids are just like, oh, just forget them, right? Because that's what it felt like. Like, they were walking and all of a sudden Freed and Briar are like, way the fuck over there, and we're still over here. And then like, Roy storms off to look for this weird looking thing or sound or whatever the fuck is going on. And you're just sitting there like, the fuck? It was a whiplash, that's all I'm going to say. The Sango stuff, like I said, I kind of predicted it as soon as I saw the preview. And if I had been on top of my A game before this episode released, like way back when, I would have definitely made a video talking about the fact that Sango is going to catch the Screamtail. Because that's what it was always leading up to, right? The way the preview was, and the way they were setting it up and showing it off, it was almost like 100% guaranteed that she was going to catch this thing. The thing for me is that I don't like the way the capture happened. Because, like, they're fighting this Great Tusk, right? Like, Laylee and Screamtail are fighting the Great Tusk and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, first of all, why the fuck is Great Tusk here, right? Why are we having 3 Paradox Pokemons, like, immediately at the get-go, right? It just feels like a lot, right? And, like, so you have the fight going on, and then because Screamtail's, like, screaming all the fucking time, and, like, Laylee just blew up right now, and then, like, Sango, like, because she, like, apparently just drops shit. I don't know where the fuck she was holding all this stuff, but she just drops shit, and she just happens to pick a Pokeball to, like, hit the Screamtail with, because, like, she wants it to shut up, and she just happens to pick up the Pokeball, and then throws it, and then she catches it. I'm just sitting here like, I don't know about that. That seems a little fishy for me, right? In my opinion, I thought there was going to be some vibe going on, right? I thought, you know, after the battle with Great Tusk, that, like, Sango was going to, like, vibe with Screamtail, and then Screamtail was like, you know what, you're still cool and stuff like that, and then they, like, but no, like, and I'm pretty sure the thing is, like, you know, the fact that the Paradox Pokemon, the way they exist, right, they are not aware of the way, like, the fucking Pokemon world works right now, right? I know that they're throwing off the whole, like, oh, they're from the past and shit like that, but we know if we play the games and right into, like, the way the lore was working out, these Pokemon aren't actually real. They're, like, reimagined Pokemon based on faulty research or whatever from the whole time-traveling shenanigans, right? Maybe Screamtail just doesn't know what a Pokemon is. Maybe it wouldn't have known to be, you know, befriending this human, right? But, like, Sango could have presented the Pokeball and be like, hey, Laylee, like, return. And then, like, Screamtail sees it's like, oh, and then, like, you make a connection there. Like, I just felt like it was just, like, a cheap way to have her catch the Screamtail and not be, like, an actual bond thing, right? So that's, I think, the only weird thing about it. But I can't wait to see what this leads into, because at this point in time, I think Sango is the only one of the explorers that does not have more than one Pokemon, right? Everything she's ever done is with Laylee. Every other, like, agent in the explorers has, like, their primary Pokemon and then, like, a side Pokemon. So, like, for example, you had, you know, even Onyx has Garganacl, as his like main like fighting Pokemon, and then he has an Aerodactyl. Amethio has Cerulege as his main Pokemon, and he has Corviknight. Then you have Spinel, who has like the Magneton, the what the fuck is it called, the Behem. He has his Umbreon, and I'm pretty sure he has another Pokemon that I can't recall. Like I can't put my finger on it right now, but I know he has one more other Pokemon. And then you have Agade, whose primary like fighting Pokemon is Medicham, but she also has a Xatu. So like they all have like this main Pokemon that's like their offensive threat, and then like maybe something that helps them like move around or teleport. But Sango, because of the way Glalie is and the fact that it fucking levitates, she doesn't have another Pokemon, right? So it was like about time that she has a second partner. It just feels weird that it just happens right now, right? But other than that, everything was cool. Outside of that, everything else in the episode was like, there wasn't like too much exposition, right? We're there. According to Briar, we're gonna meet the Entei in the next episode, which they do show in the previews, right? And like Roy's trying to explain Sandy Shocks, but obviously he doesn't know how to explain what the fuck a Sandy Shocks is, right? But he's just like, oh, it's a Magneton with hair. And then like Frida and the rest of them are like, what? And like the only one that could have answered is fucking Briar, right? But she's fucking asleep in this fucking cave. Like she's like, I'm about to pass out. And instead of hearing all this stuff, because she knows the Paradox Pokemon, right? Because even when like at the end of the episode, when Screamtail's like screaming, and then like they're like, oh, what the fuck is that? And then like they ask her, even though she's like half passed out, like, that's fucking Screamtail. So like she knows what it is. So if he explains it, right, and she hears it, then she could probably be like, oh, that's Sandy Shocks, you know, or something like that. I just kind of wish that they actually knew what the fuck they were doing or dealing with. But that's going to be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and edit this video down to get it to upload for tomorrow, so that I can start working on the next episode, because I'm like 6 episodes behind, I think. I don't know. I'm hoping to get caught up by the end of this week or the beginning of the next week. So that's why I'm like trying to like ramp these up. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in future videos, streams, shorts, and everything in between.